What's going on, and welcome back to another less than 5 minute gear review. And in this video we're going to be going over the European company Black Trident's Stop the Bleed or STB01 tourniquet retention system. Now, just a quick disclosure, I've got a really good friend that I previously worked with that is working with this company and trying to help European companies when it comes to product development and all of that stuff. So they're sending me their products to test out, trial, give my feedback, and help them out when it comes to improving their product line, so that way they can make sure that their guys that are out there in Europe going out and doing stuff in combat zones and or law enforcement have the equipment that's going to help support them in completing their mission and keeping their guys alive when it comes down to it. So with that, they send me a couple of products here and there. I review them. I'm not getting paid for any of it, but I definitely want to have that disclosure with you guys, just so that way you have that transparency. But with that, when it comes to this specific product, the STB01 tourniquet retention system, it is going to cost you roughly around 25 to 30 bucks. Shipping handling is not really all that much when it comes to shipping from Europe, so it's going to be about the same getting it from Europe to here. You're just going to wait a little bit longer. With that, this thing is almost entirely made out of elastic, as you can see, and then a little bit of Velcro here up at the top, the loop side on the exterior, the hook side on the interior. And then you have two slots for your tourniquet, as well as a marker to be able to mark that timestamp on the tourniquet itself. So overall, this thing is really well put together, double stitched pretty much on every stitch except for this X portion right here. So very well put together, really good high quality materials when it comes down to it, even though it's a really simple product. But when it comes to setting this guy up on your plate carrier and or gun belt, you have a couple of different options. You can set this up vertically on either side of your mag carrier system, like so, and then it's just retained in place like that. If you're going to set it up in this configuration, I would highly recommend that you keep your tourniquet closure portion on the top, so that way it doesn't slide out and fall out on you when you're moving around and all of that. So that is one place that you can set this up. A quick note, 1 is none, 2 is 1 when it comes to tourniquets. So if you're going to run these on the side, have one on either side, so that way you can employ those when needed. One thing about that, I know a lot of guys that are running their tourniquets right here and it works really well for them. For me, it's never worked well just because I have these things flopping around all the time. You can load these on the interior of your cummerbund, but the problem with that is it can conceal that tourniquet, so that way if you are in a situation where you're having a buddy provide aid to you, that tourniquet can become slightly concealed and it can become a problem when they're trying to employ that. But you can still run it on the interior. If you want to do an SOP where you have your kit set up like that, I would just make sure that everybody understands where those tourniquets are, so then that way they aren't getting missed when they're trying to be applied to an external appendage and all that. So with that, that is the way that you can set this up on the left and right of your magazine panel. Another good place to set this up is just here at the bottom of the plate carrier, like so. That way it can be accessed from either the left and or the right hand side, and then it just dangles underneath the plate carrier and can be employed pretty simply. This is my preferred method just because I'll have a tourniquet right here at the bottom of the plate carrier, and then I'll also have a tourniquet either hair tied to my gun belt, or if you want to purchase another one of these, you can also set this up on the Velcro either below the belt or above the belt, whichever is the most comfortable for you, on the front side, and or you can throw this on the back side as well. So you have options when it comes down to it, but I just want you guys to see how you guys can set this up when it comes to setting it up on a plate carrier belt and all of that. With that, they also do make a specific tourniquet carrier for the gun belt itself, so I'm actually going to talk about that in the next video. But with that, if you have any questions when it comes to employing this specific product from Black Trident, please feel free to reach out. We'll help you out in any way that we can in answering those questions. And with that, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.